I'm a cigar man. I'm a cigar man. Big up, baby. You know I'm smoking. Cigar like a woman, round but not too firm. Even though it's smoking slow, fire'll get you burned. I'm a cigar man. Billy, oh honey, you know you got me smoking. Smoke them when they're short, smoke them when they're long. I like them when they're mellow, love them when they're strong.
Hello again, and welcome to another exciting episode of Smoking Salads.
Well done with the
nice.
smoke.
I saw what you did there. It's kind of cool. I'm your host, John Hill, and to my left we have Dean Andrews, who will be guiding us through some tasters for the cigars and the whiskeys tonight.
I am not Dean Andrews. I'm Johnny Sunshine, baby.
Okay, Dean Andrews,
Let's
a.k.a.
liven it
Johnny
up,
Sunshine.
folks.
So, and to the further left is Nick Woods.
Hello.
So, tonight we are bringing you a tasty treat that we've been already kind of pre-smoking. It's the Puro Lambar. And Dean's going to get into the tasting notes on that, as well as the whiskey, which is the, right there, you want to hold that up to
Thomas
the screen.
S. Moore, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, finished in a Cabernet Sauvignon barrel.
Look at the horse. Isn't that a pretty horse?
Yep. So a couple of things to get out of the way. Share, so that other folks can enjoy our show. Let us know what you're smoking and drinking.
Hey, Gerald's here. Hey, Gerald.
Hey, Gerald. How's it going? So yeah, let's kick this bad boy off. And lots to talk about tonight. We've got some events coming up locally, which we'll talk later on in the show about those two events that are coming up to the Portland, Oregon area. And without further ado, Dean, why don't you guide us through what it is that
Or,
we're smoking?
excuse us, Johnny Sunshine.
Johnny Sunshine.
Johnny Sunshine.
Oh, you know what?
Or you can call me Johnny Midnight, Johnny Cool, Johnny Dude, Johnny Style.
All
right.
Our little titles here.
We're doing that in honor of the WKRP in Cincinnati show. One of the head people, the guy who, Harold Hessman, who played Dr. Johnny Fever on the show, passed away. So those of you who are our age, definitely, I know I did, grew up watching that show. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. It was based upon some other Hugh Walson, who was in advertising at a radio station, and so he based the show off of the things that they did. So a lot of the shows and scripts that they did were based off of stuff that they actually really did in the cigar industry. It's probably because I'm talking with Nick's mic. No? Yes?
Well, no, you just had it
Okay.
kind of far away.
Okay.
Just before people said, "Hey, we can't hear Dean," which I know is a hard
Which
concept
is
to grasp.
very hard concept to grasp, you know, very hard.
Want to make sure we're all equidistant.
So
to the
anyway,
microphone.
here is the bourbon that we're drinking tonight.
We did that.
Okay. So this is done by Barton, Sorry, wrong one. We're going to talk about the whiskey real quick so we can focus more on the cigar. Okay, so this is Thomas S. Moore Kentucky Straight Bourbon that's finished in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels. It's finished in those barrels for about 2.5 years, which is actually a really long time. I normally don't see more than a year.
Yeah, 6 months to a year for the
6
finish.
months to a year, but they actually put these in there. So this is the Barton 1792 distillery is where this whiskey is made at. And it's named after one of the founders of the Barton 1792, Thomas S. Moore.
Hey, really quick before you keep going, Jamie just said that she told a whiskey Facebook group that she's in about us, and then the group, a member, I guess, asked if we enjoyed cigars with their whiskey, and she shot our name out. So thanks, Jamie, for the shout out.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you. And hello to Stephen. Stephen Tremblay has joined us on Facebook.
Woohoo!
Yes, Stephen has, and Ryan, of course, but Ryan's opinion doesn't count. Okay, so this series, what they did on this series is they did a Cabernet Sauvignon barrel, they did a Chardonnay barrel, and then they did a port barrel. These were originally released in 2020, so it's not that old of a release spirit, right? It's only been out a couple of years now.
Well, you said 2020? So, yeah, 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fairly new. It's fairly new. I picked this one up this year. Runs about $70 a bottle. It's 95.3 proof. And then we'll go ahead and pour a glass and talk about it. But I want you two to, while I'm pouring the glasses, I want John and Nick to talk about what they got on the smell and then on the palate of this Puro Lambar cigar.
Right.
So I think for me, I mean, it was really hard to pull some aromas off the actual wrapper itself, smelling like this. Very, very subtle barn funk.
If any at all.
It was hard to really pull it out. When you did it to the foot, it became more prominent. You could get some chocolate notes out of that. But yeah, still very, very light on the foot. Yeah, not like your normal cigars where you can just smell that hay and the funk and the earth.
Right.
This was.
I don't know. I got a lot of earth funk.
So
I got a lot of chocolate earth funk. Started getting some.
When I say
Hold
a lot,
on.
yeah, there wasn't
Not
a
a
lot.
lot?
I
Okay.
mean, you really had to concentrate to try to smell it.
Right.
A lot means I can smell it easily. It took some puffing to to really get some aromas in there. So I wouldn't say it was a lot.
You had to do a few lines to get there.
But yeah, pretty much. So that was my experience with just the smell of the wrapper in the foot. What about you?
Same here on the wrapper. I got more chocolate notes on the wrapper. Didn't get any barn funk for me, and then when I smelled the foot, I got like this kind of like really wet wood, like in the forest, like after a really
forest
good
funk.
Yeah. I got a really musky smell. Got a lot of leather notes. I got chocolate. I did not get a single hint of coffee.
Wow, there's a first.
Yeah.
Not a single hint of coffee. No, but overall, the initial smelling of the cigar, it was not what we're used to, and it was it was a nice change.
The first quarter inch though, lots and lots of leather. I mean, a lot of leather. It reminded me of the old Partagas Black Blends. It was just a leathery stick.
You had mentioned that. You're like, holy crap, this reminds me of old Partagas.
Yeah, I like that old Partagas because all that leather. It's very
there's
prominent.
A lot of leather.
Through the retrohale, you get mocha, you get some pepper. It kind of mellows out into kind of a Christmassy. We've been talking about what kind of spices there are. Maybe allspice or like a clove or something. Maybe for me, a slight snap of licorice. Dean had pulled out some licorice. I can see it's there. I have to really concentrate to pull that out though. So it's not prevalent. Prevalent for me is the pepper and the leather and the chocolate.
Okay,
all of them.
So I gave this cigar to three of our audience members that are not in the audience live, but that are online. Ryan Pulse is smoking, and he says he's smoking the same thing and he's drinking some Old Elk. He says that he was getting that earthy kind of musty smell from the foot as well. And then he said, "You're into leather."
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. Only you would know, Ryan.
Yeah, only you would know.
Haven't we
Ryan.
told you to stop putting your dreams out against other people?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't quite learned that. He keeps like making fun of other people, but we all know that he's trying to put his trauma on others, and it. We're here for you, Ryan. We're
that's
here
right.
for you.
We all know that you are a sweaty, panting leather daddy.
Yes.
Who really likes sheep?
That's right.
He really likes.
Who
his-
really likes sheep.
He likes his sheep
Yeah.
furry.
Okay, so like I said, this is the Puro Ambar Legacy, and it's called Puro Ambar because it's a Dominican Puro. And John and I were in the Dominican Republic about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
And one of the big, well, what would you call that? Precious jewel or a gem that they do is amber.
Oh, yes.
And so that's where it gets its name from, is from the amber that is prevalent throughout the Dominican
Yeah, it's their
Republic.
island jewel.
Yep. And so this is done at the Tabacalera El Artista.
You could not have said that any more American.
Bacalera el artista.
Artista. Yeah.
Artista. Artista.
Artista.
There is a difference.
Bacalero.
You got to roll the tongue if you want to sound Latino.
There's no R in there, dude.
You said artista.
Artista.
Yeah, it's one R. It's two R's when you really. Rod, could you please come and call Nick later and teach him how to speak Spanish correctly,
bro.
sir?
You in Spanish you tap the R.
Is it autumn?
It's one R.
Yeah,
So
it's
that would be
autumn.
autumn.
Artista.
You roll the R.
Yeah, you tap
Not
the R.
really. Yeah.
You don't go artista.
Okay, so some of the other brands that these guys do, they also do the Pulita. They do the Big Poppy cigar,
Which we did.
Smoked. Was that in December or November?
December.
It was one of those 2 months.
We did it in December. Which
They-
was great, by the way, because shortly
Yeah.
after we smoked that cigar, Big Poppy got the call, and he's going to Cooperstown. Big Poppy got inducted into the Baseball Hall
Oh
of
yeah.
Fame.
Well, we already knew that was going to happen.
Yay.
They also do another one that's a pretty cool looking cigar. It's called Got Your Six, and it's a camouflage.
Oh,
So
okay, that's
they
cool.
cut the leaves up, or they do the leaves in like camouflage.
Yeah.
And everything. It's pretty cool. They also do the Buffalo 10 cigar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do the Buffalo 10 cigar. I don't think it's the Buffalo. It's not the Buffalo Trace cigar.
No, but the Buffalo 10.
Buffalo 10, and it's got the actual buffalo on there.
Do they do a buffalo chip cigar?
Yeah, sure. They do the
Only you smoke
They
Buffalo
also
chips.
they also do the Slugger, but the Slugger is the same. The Slugger is the original
Big Poppy. That
That's
makes
the
sense.
original Big Poppy, and then they also do the Exactus. So that's some of the cigars that they do. Let's break it down on what the cigar is. This is a Robusto. It's a 5.2 by 54 ring gauge. I got these on sale. You're not probably going to be able to find these cigars in a brick and mortar, but I bought these cigars for a specific reason. When I read the description on the cigars that we're about to get into it,
Was that to smoke it?
it was, but it was what they do. What they actually do is they ferment when they're fermenting, and I believe it's the binder leaves that they're doing, and the binder leaves are wine fermented, and it's a Criollo 1998 Sumatra. I kept getting different information on the company's website. They said it was a Sumatra.
Okay.
But this is a Dominican Puro, so is it a? But it says it's a Criollo, 1998.
Yeah. Well, they
So-
could still have those
So
leaves
is the
grown in
Is
Dominican.
the Sumatra maybe more of the color?
No, it's a leaf. So
Okay.
just like the Criollo,
Okay,
just like
okay.
anything else. So they have a farm that's growing, the Sumatra species. So then they'll age that a little bit longer,
Yeah.
so it's a darker wrapper. But
And I don't know if you remember, but when we were in a DR and we were at La Aurora factory, and they took us on a VIP tour, when they were taking us back where they were doing the fermentation bells, and a group of these guys had taken a bell down and they were breaking it apart because they switched the leaves that are on the inside, move them to the outside where it's a little bit colder. Take the ones that are on the outside, move them to the inside. But what they were doing, I don't know if you remember it, but they were spraying
Wine.
the leaves down, and we asked Eugene, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, they're
He
adding
goes,
flavor.
there's a guy that owned a winery, and he was wanting them to spray during the fermentation process the tobacco leaves with his own wine. So he was having his own cigars made, and then during the fermentation process, it's a very fine mister kind of a spray thing.
Yeah, almost like
that
a
they
yard
use.
sprayer kind of a thing.
Yeah, but it was a really fine, when they had it set on really fine, and they just spray it over really quick, and then they would pull those off and put some other ones on and blah, blah, blah. So that's about how they do this. The wrapper on this is an exclusive wrapper to the El Artista. It's called a T13, but it's a habanero, or a habanero. Habano, sorry.
That's a hot, spicy.
Yeah, it's a spicy
spicy stick.
Really
This
quick.
is a spicy cigar.
Rod is on, and he
Rod.
said that he is smoking a blunt and drinking a 40.
No, he's not.
Alabama man.
He's drinking a night owl. He told me he was going to go get a night owl from the Elysian Brewery.
I don't think we said it before, but let us know what you're smoking and drinking as well.
Yes.
So you can go back into it.
So the wrapper is a Habano exclusive wrapper. It's called a T13 that they do. The filler is a combination of a Criollo 1998 and a 1900.
Wait, the wrapper or the binder?
No,
is-
no, the filler.
No,
the
you-
binder is a wine fermented Criollo 1998.
Okay.
The wrapper is a T13 Habano exclusive wrapper.
Okay. I thought for
Okay.
some reason I must have skipped a beat because you were talking about Sumatra.
Yeah, but that was on the binder, the fermentation leaf, the wine fermented leaf that they use.
I thought you said that was Carollo.
Yeah, that's why I said I was confused, because it on their website they say Sumatra, but on the place where I got it from says it's a Criollo 98.
I don't know. Somebody that's more into the leaf species will have to
Yeah,
put in.
and that's why I said I was like wait,
That's a Ned
Criollo's a species, Sumatra's a species.
What
maybe it's a hybrid.
species
Yeah.
for $500,000?
Yep.
So the filler is a makeup of the Criollo 1998 and the 1900, and those the 1900 is an exclusive leaf to the Tabacalera El Artista. So there you go. So gentlemen, we talked about what we got on the flavor profile and everything.
Well, no. Did we all talk about what we got on the flavor profile?
No, we got talked about the smells. We didn't get about our first taste profile. What we got.
I did mine on the first quarter inch, but then we kind of jumped around. So, one of you guys want to? You got a fire going on over there.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Bucky can always sign off, Ryan. It's about cigar knowledge, buddy. I got chocolate. I got that earthiness, that dark leather. I want to say it was like a dark, like an aged oak. You
That spice from an oak.
But
Yeah.
I got a little bit of an orange citrus or a dark fruit flavor from that. But the
Citrus?
thing is the leather and the chocolate and the oak are so prevalent in the cigar that it kind of masks any. What are you doing?
Trying to,
Trying to create a campfire with your cigar?
apparently.
Not really sure that's going to enhance your flavors
Yeah.
at all. Other than burn your cigar down pretty quick.
No, that actually helped a lot. It was getting a little oily on the end.
We'll call it the Nick technique.
I was
Nick.
Nick. I can't remember what it's called when you light it and you're basically burning off the excess oil.
It's called
Burning off the
fire.
excess oil.
It's
No.
called burning off excess oil. I mean, so I do get some of like a dark fruit partnered in with that licorice flavor and the chocolate flavor, and then the leather and the wood.
I'm not getting that so much. That leather is just so prevalent.
So really quick, Jeff Blummer says that he was smoking a Swisher Sweet with Mad Dog 2022, but then he says he's smoking Backwoods with Annie Green Springs Strawberry Hill, and then he says, no wait, a Schimmelfinnig with homemade raisin mash.
Yeah, he's not drinking any of that. I can see him from here.
Yeah.
My wife says that she's smoking the Southern Draw Kudzu from the Christmas pack that we got, and she's drinking the Old Elk at the Ogre Lounge. And Dave is smoking this earthy, puro, fluffy kettle corn popcorn ambar with Old Elk store pick.
Kettle corn. Okay. All right. Let's see. The only other person that hasn't written in what they're getting on the flavor profiles is Eric's.
But I don't know if he's home yet.
Oh, okay. He might still be working. Yeah, you're right on that one.
He'll come in a little later.
So they say on the taste profile, they're saying you should get a tropical citrus spice paired with that spicy Habano wrapper. I mean, I get the spice. I mean, I get
I'm not really getting the
I get
citrus.
like.
Yeah, I'm not really getting any fruit
I
out of
did
it.
get like a little bit of a citrus, but it was more like a ripe orange. You know?
Okay. Yeah. No, I haven't been getting the
And then
citrus.
some of the dark fruit, like I would say it'd be more like a currant or
No,
something
it's-
like that.
It's if you're getting those, it's very, very subtle.
Oh yeah, I mean we're
So-
talking like 10% of the
No,
flavor.
honestly, the more I smoke this, it's like smoking a leather couch. I mean,
Yeah.
I love a lot of leather in my cigar.
Okay.
Like Ryan said, I like
Dave
leather.
said that from the cigar, he's getting kettle corn.
Kettle
Look,
corn.
and everybody's palate's different, and Dave's going to be drinking. He's probably drinking the Old Elk too. It could also be what he's drinking as well.
Yeah, kettle
Right.
corn. Trying to because I don't really eat a lot of it. I can't. But trying to think is that the kind of a burnt sugar kind of a taste, or is that popcorn kind of a taste, or just
Yeah.
sugar kind
Yeah.
of a taste? So elaborate if you can. Maybe it's all of it.
Now you can smell the wine in this.
Yeah.
So this is
This,
this is my last week of staying dry.
last day? Is it last day or
It's the
last
last
week?
day.
It's
Well,
last day, isn't
last
it?
day.
Well, it's midnight somewhere, so you can drink up now.
Dave wants us to retro hell the cigar and see if we get kettle corn popcorn.
I've already been retro helling.
Yeah, I've been doing that too.
I've been doing that already about 10 times.
Yeah, you can
I'm
really.
not really getting a. I mean, I guess you could say there's a little bit of a caramel sweetness to it that's staying on my palate, but it's not necessarily a kettle corn. I guess you could call it that, but I'm not
I
getting.
guess I
I'm
could-
not getting that salty corn flavor. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I guess I could see where he's coming from. What are you drinking with it, Dave?
Yeah, Dave. What are
He's
you drinking
He's
with
drinking
it?
the Old Elk.
Store
pick.
Elk. It might be a combination of the two that's pulling that out. I am drinking the black raspberry from
The Dr. Better?
Virgil's. Nope, this is the black raspberry.
Okay. I just did a slow retro hell, and it could be too that he's asking us to point towards that flavor, and like we've talked about on the show before, like when someone says, "Oh, but I'm getting this," you start to hyper focus on that. I am kind of. I can
I
pull
can see
out
where
what you can
he's getting
say.
it from.
I there is a little bit of a nutty popcorniness there.
I can see where he's getting that from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when I if I think about groupthink that way, then yeah,
Ryan-
I might have been saying it tastes like something else.
Ryan says I'm getting smoked salmon from the retro.
And cumin.
Yeah. Is that the salmon that got away from you or so?
Or is it that sturgeon he caught over the weekend?
He did catch a
Ah.
sturgeon. I was a little pissed off that he caught a sturgeon. And
He told you he was going to catch one before you.
I know. When have I had time to go fishing? I got kids.
So I'd like to point out that we are 23 minutes into the show without buffering and errors.
Nice.
Wait, no, hold on, wait. Shh! You'll scare it away.
We
No,
finally.
it usually if it's not in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it-
everybody,
it can happen.
Ryan, let us know, or someone there that's at the Ogre Lounge, let us know how the stream is coming through. I mean, you guys are really quick about telling us when it's
Dave
not
goes,
doing
oh
it.
wait, I have kettle corn in my other hand.
Yeah. So we've
right.
literally done nothing to the software.
All right, let's. What are we getting? What are you getting from the smell? I'm gonna hold over the. And you want to smell again, and then tell us what you're getting off the nose.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm definitely getting, the classic, like I'm getting caramel. I'm getting I definitely get the wine barrel.
Y'all getting
Yeah.
any type of fruit, or y'all getting anything?
I'm getting there is a
Other
citrus.
than the wine, or y'all getting something else like an apple, a pear, something like
I'd say
that?
a pear.
Yeah, it's something light and fruity. Don't know if it's apple. I'm not getting so much citrus as I am getting some kind of a not quite ripe pear, maybe.
How about
but-
apricot?
Yeah. That might be
I'm
it.
only saying that. I'm only saying apricot because that's what they say you should get.
So
Yeah,
Rod
could be
Rod says that he goes, I'm getting button, buck, back, strap, collard greens, and cornbread. You might be from Alabama
It might be from Alabama if you don't have
Yeah.
a full set of teeth.
I should probably pour some in my glass to see because it
Oh yeah, because
opens
your
up
glass does change it a bit.
yeah, it really opens it up a little bit more. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have to wait
All
for
right,
that
you
for
ready
next
for
week.
a
Swirly the girly.
swirler? Let's make her dizzy. In her hizzy. Little cheers.
I'm gonna have a real thud, bink, and bink. But last week of the dry spells. So, yeah. So I'm looking
There's a lot going
forward
on in
to having some whiskeys. The soda, you know, it's okay, but it doesn't really blend well with cigars. It's never gonna find a unicorn out of that.
Citrusiness to it though, right?
Yeah.
That's oh god, that's good. Oh hell, that's some good stuff. Okay, so on the nose we should got peach, apricot, tampered oak, light brown sugar that gives way to a honey and citrus.
I was gonna say I got a little bit of brown sugar on that one.
Yeah. On the palate, I'm getting it now. Milk chocolate or like an orange truffle.
I'd say orange
There's
truffle.
a citrus chocolate thing going on there.
Yeah.
Black cherry, plum, vanilla,
That's what I was getting on the nose. It was
The plum?
No, it was the black cherry.
black cherry, amarena cherry. I don't know, sweet cherry.
Some
I
kind of
guess.
cherry.
And it says orange zest. It says the finish is like a tannic oak with a touch of licorice leather, and it's dry. I don't know if it's a little dry.
It's a little dry.
But I've had other whiskeys that are drier than this. I think was it the one I had last week or something, or maybe the
was
week
one
before.
we had recent- yeah.
There was one of them that I had, and I'm like, oh my god, this is dry. My mouth was all puckery. And,
There was one we had in December that was really
oh
dry.
man, that was dry. There's a little bit of a dryness to it.
So with all those combinations of flavors, I'm just curious what the pairing is like because there's a lot of similarities between the two.
Yeah. Dave says that Dave said light and fruity. You guys are talking about Chris Wilson. Hi, Chris Wilson. All right, so I'm gonna do the cigar, then the whiskey.
Okay, so I swallowed the whiskey. It's been probably about a minute, and then I did a retro hell in the cigar, and I get like a cherry cream soda with a touch of chocolate. That's what I'm getting.
A chocolate cherry cream soda.
I'm getting
Yeah.
I'm not getting a cream soda, but I'm getting a chocolate covered dark cherry.
Okay.
But man, that's a great
And I
combo.
say cream soda because there's that touch of vanilla that's coming in. There's that touch of vanilla that's coming through with it.
Mhm.
And then there is that citrusy. There is a citrusiness that's staying on the back of my palate. I don't know. Are you getting that? I mean, this is actually a pretty damn good combination.
Sounds like it.
This is turning out to be better than what I thought.
Oh no! The Wi-Fi went down.
What?
Oh no, we're back.
No, that's just
No,
you.
I think
Oh,
that's
it's just
just
me.
you.
That's
Okay.
your phone. You and your phone. Okay, so I'm gonna do the cigar, and then I'm gonna taste the whiskey after this.
Okay, and
we'll
I'll
see if
do
there's
the
anything in it.
opposite.
Okay.
And while we do that, tell us how you're getting with your
Yeah.
black cherry.
So the black cherry soda, I'm getting black cherry and soda. And I'm going to drink that first and then have
I
a little
will
bit.
say the
it
cigar's
actually goes
picking-
well because the leathery
The
flavor from
cigar's
this smooths it out.
picking up. There's a little touch of pepper to it now.
Part of the distraction when you're drinking anything carbonated is that the carbonation kind of messes with your taste buds.
Yep. Ooh, what is?
So
Oh wow, what was that?
I like to
Okay,
pour my
I'm getting-
Coke glasses really, really tall to get all the carbonation out of it. I don't
Yeah.
like the carbonation, especially when smoking a cigar.
Okay, so when I did the cigar first and then the whiskey, I'm getting like a caramel kettle corn. I mean, it brings out, and
Doing the
there's a
whiskey-
leathering-ness to it.
Doing
like
the whiskey, then the cigar. I'm
I-
getting that kettle corn.
Okay,
and
so I
there's a
did the
lot of
cigar
leather.
and then that, but that it changes. The cigar, when you do the cigar first and then you do the whiskey, the flavor profile completely changes what you get, which is pretty unique. I mean, well, we've had it before, but I'm getting like completely different flavors on it, and it's quite good. I'm getting a little bit of a saltiness to it, but I'm getting more like what you would call a kettle corn that has vanilla mixed in with it and everything.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, you could. You can always take a sip. You know, you can let it touch your lips like you did the other week.
That is
You
true.
could do that. I mean,
that.
I would really like you to experience that because that's really good. I wish that Dave, and if I would have thought about it, if the bottle wouldn't have been here at the
OCA
Smoking
Lounge?
Salvage Lounge. No, it's not the OCA Lounge. It's
Smoke-
Smoking Salvage Lounge. If the bottle wouldn't have been here, I was going to pour like a little 4-ounce bottle for Dave and them to try the whiskey with us.
So
But I totally screwed that one up.
people online can't see this, but my smoke kind of bubbled over. Kind of looks like a whiskey ball.
Sure. Or it looks like smoke stinging in a glass. Uh-oh, we're doing that. Seeing how that does it? How's that?
The caramel comes out a lot more, and then and actually more of the leather comes out.
What did you say?
Grab me John's glass.
You'd say cherry chocolate?
I don't know if he's saying cherry chocolate or
Cream
not.
soda, cherry chocolate.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
definitely.
Let's
cherry
see if
and
anybody
chocolate.
else is saying. Yeah, I'm not reading that, Ryan. Oh, and let's go ahead and say congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams for
Yep,
making
yep.
it to the Super Bowl. That'll be interesting to see how that game's going to play out.
We'll
I
get
predict
more
one
into
of them's
that
gonna
later.
win.
One of them will win.
We'll get more into that later.
All right, let's see. We're going to see now what
John's glass does.
John's glass does for this.
John's special glass.
Now we can test the legs out more, though.
So a lot of times when you go to whiskey bars nowadays, they give it in
Not
the
much.
Glenkinchie glasses, and I don't like them in that
Don't
because they
want
don't
legs.
open up the aroma as much as a brandy snifter does.
Oh, brings out the citrus big time.
Yeah.
Now you
Holy.
get citrus on that. There's citrus in there now.
So far, I'm liking this pairing. I'm almost halfway, I'd say, on the cigar. Flavor hasn't really. I'm liking how it's consistent. Maybe I'm getting a little bit of that spice more, but
Yeah,
but overall, it's a
The-
pretty good consistency. I want to see if I can.
Gerald says he's having a Cohiba Nicaragua. Oh, those are good. Those are good, Gerald. Those are really good cigars. I like those.
There definitely is a difference between drinking first, smoking first, drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking first, smoking, definitely sweeter, almost like you and Dave were talking about, that
Yep.
kind of like a kettle corn kind of
Yep, yep.
kind of a flavor. The
yeah,
other
there's
way is
definitely
definitely more
citrus.
cherry chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely a citrus going on in that.
A little bit actually spilled into my mouth.
I'm sure it did.
Oops.
Well, you've broken the seal. Go ahead. He's actually contemplating.
All right. You guys were talking it up, and I was like,
Okay.
just all the flavors and stuff.
I want you to do a nice slow retro hell and see if you get some of that pepper. Or maybe it's just
Well, I
from
get
the...
lots of pepper.
Huh?
I get lots of pepper.
Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what, this is a good cigar though. I got 25 of them for $50.
There you go.
Pretty much can't beat that. And
That's a great pairing.
I would put this at $7-8 a stick.
I'd buy this in a heartbeat. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is good.
The
This is-
stick? Oh, hell yeah.
I think
yeah.
this pairing is a really damn good pairing too, though.
Yeah, all I've got now is thanks, Dave, for putting into my brain little candy corn. Not candy
kettle
corn,
corn,
Kettle corn.
Gallicorn.
I taste candy corn and it's making me sugary and hyper. What do you get?
Yeah, what am I get? I'm gonna smack
Um,
you. All right,
No,
so we
really,
already-
really good pairing. So
we already
the
read
whiskey,
everything.
outta here. You can get the whiskey in Oregon.
Yes, you can get this in Oregon. I bought this in Oregon, and like I say, they have
You can buy it in Washington for twice the price.
they have the Cabernet Sauvignon. They also have the Chardonnay, and then they have the port that they do, and then they do a special release like a cask strength version, but I don't know if that ever even makes it here. So
Yeah, if it does, it probably gets gobbled up.
yeah, but it's like I say, it's what was it, 95.2.
Yeah,
So that's
ish.
not a bad proof. I wouldn't cut this at all. This is easy drinking.
Oh, yeah.
This is really good, easy drinking bourbon, and
I might.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut mine for the aroma.
all right.
See if it opens up
Okay.
anything from the nose.
I'm gonna put some smoke in my glass here real quick, and then let's see what we get.
So
Good.
while they're doing that, as Dean said, the Rams and the Bengals are in the Super Bowl. Let us know what your Super Bowl pick is. Sorry, Jamie. No, the 49ers aren't playing.
Oh, I'm not sorry, Jamie. That's okay. They don't need to be there.
I'm pretty sure that if the next time I go to the Ogre Lounge, he's going to stab me with a knife.
Oh, if I would have been there at the end of the game yesterday, she probably would have done that. She was just happy that Dave kept winning dollar bill bets off me.
No, but the thing she really hated was the fact that every time Dave has made a bet on the against the team that she's rooting for, that team loses.
So, adding water actually takes away some of the subtleties. Normally, it kind of opens things up and you smell more fruit, but I don't smell as much as the other subtle.
No, that's
smell
nice.
citrus, but that's
that's
about
nice
it.
with the cigar smoke too. It brings up that brightness, that citrusiness right to the front.
Mm-hmm. I would say the cherry notes became more prominent by adding the smoke to the glass.
I'll tell you what, though, there's a lot for both of these sticks. Dave, if you guys let us know what you're getting now on the cigar and what you're drinking, or if you have switched. Although I know Dave, it takes him 30 minutes to drink 1 ounce. But let us know if you switched to something else. I would almost want to see what an Old Forester might do with this cigar.
So there's a lot of butterscotch in it, but I would be interested to see what the Michters would do with this.
I'm interested in just seeing the wide range of different scotches, whiskeys, Irish whiskeys. I mean, I think this cigar would be pretty versatile with all of them.
I think it would be.
Interesting
I think
things.
this would actually, with the way
So
the way the flavor profile is coming off, at least for me, I think this would even be good with like a good stout.
Oh yeah.
Oh
just-
no, this would go good with a lot of beers. This would go, and actually, Rod, if you do have one of those night owls left over, try that with this particular cigar. I want to see what that pumpkin spice flavor, what that would do.
Oh,
with
that's
this cigar.
that'd be an interesting.
That would be a
combo.
very interesting combination. So, Rod, let us know if you're going to do that. Like I say, I wish. Think about a Scotch that you think this cigar might do.
Oh,
well
I would
with.
say Macallan, and almost.
Well, McKellen certainly, but I would probably lean more towards an Oban. Something with
I'd
a
be
little more
interested to see
fruit
what-
in it.
I'd be interested to see what the Scorch would be with this.
It'd be interesting to see what the really peaty stuff, but I'm thinking like a Glenmorangie Oban,
A Glenmorangie might be good. I was thinking Avalauer or
Yeah.
Glendronach.
something that's got
Oh, man, the
like
Glendronach.
stuff with a
Glendronach.
leathery.
You know
mix-
what?
Yeah.
Jamie, you should try this. Jamie or Dave. I'd be interested to see what the Doers would taste with this.
Oh,
Because the Doers has a lot of the citrusy
Yeah.
notes too.
Oh, the 21.
21, 32. She's got the 32.
or a Talisker.
Maybe.
Talisker might be pretty good.
I don't have any of those in my bar.
No, I do.
So
Oh yeah, I got my new liquor cabinet in. I'll show
Nice.
you a picture later.
nice. So, take a quick break from tasting notes. Let folks know that we've got 2 events coming up in March.
Big events.
So the first one is March 5 at Selwood Cigars, and that is with Jeremy, and that is going to be a La Galera event. So La Galera is an
Nice.
excellent cigar. We haven't had
Very
a La
good
Galera
cigar.
event in quite a long time.
I
So
think it's been a while that we've done a La Galera cigar.
We haven't.
Yeah,
did
it's-
one on the show once.
I think the first year we did one.
Yep.
But yes, excellent cigars. Highly encourage you to attend the event. The second one I'm emceeing at Cascade Cigars and Tobacco. That is on March 19th, and that is with Forged Cigars. So Forged is basically the split off the Scandinavian Tobacco Group who owns General Cigar. There was just too many SKUs for them to manage, and they were not able to focus on all of their SKUs. So they took Partagas, La Gloria Cubana, Bolivar, Chillin' Moose, and they put them under the Forged brand. So it's still the same great cigars that you probably grew up with, but we're going to have all of those available at Cascade March 19th. The show is going to be, I think, from 2 to 6. So it's got a nice little lounge in there, so you can hang out if the weather is lousy. It's going to be nice and comfortable. A lot of leather chairs in there. Tony Monahan, who is the rep now for Forged Cigars, will be there. I'll be there, and of course, for those of you who already go to Cascade, of course, Eric will be there running the humidor. So it should be a really good event at Cascade. Should be a really good event at Sellwood. Highly encourage you to do them. There's going to be some deals. I don't know what those are yet. At both events, there's going to be like something like buy 5 get 1 or whatever.
Get a really good box discount or something.
Yeah,
like that.
you get some decent box discounts, and it's nice because there wasn't a long time ago where if one rep came in to do an event, they did one at Sellwood, then they did one at Cascade, then they did one at 82nd, and so it was like the same event over and over again in different days.
A little history lesson at least for us. I met John at an event at Cascade. Gosh, late summer of 2019.
Yeah, it was pre-COVID for sure. Chris Wilson also met me at Cascade at an event. So
What was the event? Eric's would remember, but I can't remember what the event was.
So
not sure. I will also be working at Cascade this coming Sunday. So if you got nothing going on because there's no ball game, come on down and hang out. And,
What are you talking about? There's the Pro Bowl.
oh God.
I'm kidding. Nobody watches the
if
Pro
you got
Bowl.
nothing going on, come on down and smoke some sticks with
So
me.
there's a Mr. Richard White is watching the show. Let us know, Mr. White, if you're smoking and drinking tonight, what you're smoking and drinking. Let everybody know, and welcome to the group.
Yep.
Okay, so here's my question. Would this classify as a unicorn?
I don't think it's quite unicorny.
I
It's
think
an interesting flavor, but it
close.
doesn't knock me on
I think it's close, but it's not quite. It's very good, unique.
Yeah, it's. I wouldn't say it's I mean, the unicorns we have. I mean, the conditions are we taste them like, oh my God, you're not
I think
expecting
we've
this
only
at all.
had like maybe 1 or 2 the whole time that we've done a show.
We've had
usually
one
have-
definitely.
We had the
We
Doc
had-
Swinson. That was a full-on freaking unicorn. That was phenomenal.
Yep, we seem to find one a year.
yeah.
So this is close, but it didn't really jump out as like, hey, I wasn't expecting this flavor at all.
Well, I think it was good because I think we all 3 got some fairly good, unique, different flavors, though. I mean,
There's a lot of great flavors.
I would say this much: if you were going to categorize it as a unicorn, it would be because of the fact that we were getting some different flavors that we don't normally get in cigars.
Well, I would say
Right.
I would say it would be more with the pairing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and
Well,
haven't.
that's what a unicorn is. It's when
Right.
a cigar just really amps up the liquor, or the liquor amps up
Yeah,
the
if
cigar.
you were to compare these to the other 2 unicorns that we have, it's not quite there. So
But it's
It's not far from it, though.
honorable mention for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I would definitely suggest for everybody that's listening, see if you can get a hold of these. And just the cigar, I think the cigar.
This pairing gets the participation award while
Yeah.
everybody else, while the other 2 all still get gold stars.
yeah. And I think there's one unicorn we need to do that we haven't done. Maybe we did it with the OCA.
Probably.
There's
the first
one,
year.
but there's one unicorn that you and I really love. And it brings tears to our eyes, John.
Yes, it does.
It brings tears to our eyes.
It does. So coming up next week, it will be my turn to be the cigar host and whiskey host. I don't know what I'm going to bring for the spirit, but the cigar is going to be a JFR torched or torch. So they retail for about $11, $12. I got mine at Cascade because I've been kind of helping those guys out. So that's where I got mine from. But you should be able to find them around. We will be doing the JFR torch next week. I'll run out early this week and figure out what we're going to pair up with it.
Now, are those new from JFR?
I think so.
For this
I've
year?
not seen them on the shelf before.
Yeah.
So, but I smoked one yesterday. It was a really good smoke. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So that's coming next week. And since we are coming up on Super Bowl, and because I don't want to participate in any more trivia games where I have to eat silkworms or smoke an acid cigar, it's my turn. I'm gonna have some football trivia for you guys
crap.
to answer. So, and the questions are not going to be easy.
Yeah, I think I'll win.
So,
I think I got this.
bone up on your football because that's what we're coming up with next week. So I will go out and get
I'm not known
prizes for those people who can't answer the question.
I'm not known for storing football knowledge in my head.
Oh no, not at all.
Mid '90s for the Dallas
There will be
Cowboys.
no Texas football questions.
Could be.
So I'll ask like Minnesota questions or something.
There you go.
So that's coming up this next week. I have reactivated my account on Instagram, so we now have a Smoking Salads on Instagram.
Nice.
So if you're on Instagram, make sure you follow Smoking Salads. We're going to try to do a stream to Instagram next week. So that's a triple stream. We may cut off Instagram fairly quick, depending on what our bandwidth does, because that's 3 high definition streams all simultaneous. But we're gonna try that. So if you're already a part of the Oregon Cigar Association following on Instagram, I just simply changed up my account, but all the old Oregon Cigar Association stuff is still there.
You can watch a video of John talking about the bill.
That's right. My testimony in front of the legislator for trying to remove cigars from a tax increase. So there's a couple of videos up there, but those are not interesting. We're more entertained with what we're smoking and drinking, not about politics. That's
Okay,
what this show
I
is
want to
about.
ask real quick. I want to ask Dave and Ryan where you're at in the cigar and what you're getting. If you can write that in real quick.
I'm getting a lot of. I'm past the halfway mark.
Yeah.
The leather notes have come out a lot, and I've been smoking and drinking back and forth, and the dark cherry is now a prominent flavor.
Yeah, I definitely get more cherry as we progress through the
I
cigar.
like it too on your palate as it sits there for a while. That vanilla just comes up and it just sits in your mouth, and it's nice.
Just a very mild vanilla
it's
too.
a very mild vanilla with a little citrus touch to it.
Yeah, well,
Very good.
the spirit definitely brings out the cherry.
Well, Ryan's not gonna. Maybe he's typing really slow. I don't know. I don't get anything from Ryan
So-
right now.
So
Gerald's having the Cohiba Nicaragua.
Yep.
Good cigar.
Very good.
He says he's digging it.
So John, I know you're not a football guy, but if you who are you gonna root for Super Bowl Sunday?
Well, my wife has already taken the Bengals, so that leaves me with the Rams. So we have good old camaraderie here. Usually it's just shy of domestic violence by the time the game is done, depending on how
just
close
shy.
the game is.
Yeah.
But no.
Hey, it might very look, and I was very. I thought both games yesterday were It really almost came down to who had the ball last.
Yeah.
Again.
Well, although Kansas City, for those that didn't watch, Kansas City went into 2 overtime games. They did it in their divisional game and in the conference championship game, and they won the coin toss both times.
Yeah.
But they did not win the second time.
Nope.
And they even had the ball first. But I would almost argue that this year's football playoffs have been some of the best.
Oh yeah.
I've been even
the
for
first
people.
round wasn't that good. I mean, you had the crappy Cowboys doing what they always do.
You had the Patriots who got stomped.
They got
I did see a couple of pre-Super Bowl commercials. Bush Beer, have you seen that one yet?
Yeah.
the Bush beer one.
The singing one?
Yep.
Lame.
Oh no, the one of the cat with Walter.
Oh,
That's a great
that's-
one.
that's
Where'd
a
you
good
get
one.
that bone?
or
No, he's a servant. He's a civil servant.
no, this is amazing. Oh, I know. It's a heavy. No, dude, I'm talking about the cat.
Cat. What? What? No one's seen a cat before?
Yeah, that's been on for a while though.
No, that's the new one. No, this one's new. This is about
That one
this is
just
the
showed up
new
this weekend.
This is the new GMC Silverado truck that they're doing. And
Oh, so it's a different.
it's all snow out in the snow and doing stuff in the snow.
Oh,
and-
okay. No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
yet.
The cat is leading a bobsled, not a bobsled, no, Iditarod.
Yeah.
Iditarod. He's leading 4 huskies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then like
No.
it's nighttime and they're camping and he goes, all right, this should make everything much better. And he sticks his head in, the cat's in there with a big bone. He's like, where'd you get that bone? And then they see the mailman and the cat goes, meow, and it jumps down and he's like, no, Walter, he's a civil servant.
All right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is our commercial break.
Yeah, there you go. I thought that was a hilarious commercial. I watched it again today. I was just like, I had to watch it again just to sit there and look at it.
All right. I think now's probably a good time to end the show right after the
Yeah.
commercial.
Yep.
So just like they do on TV, they make you watch 5 minutes of commercials to come back and end the show.
Yep.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
we do the same thing here at Smoking Salads.
Yep.
So with that, enjoy
Smoking Salads.
Good night, everybody. I could finally cheers.
Oh, that felt
Yeah.
so good.
All right. Yes, it sounds so good to my
Three
ears.
cheers again.
So yes. So all right.
Back to the good old days.
That was a
That's
good
right.
pairing.
That was a great pairing.
That was a very good pairing. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I'm glad I decided to just knock off the last day and have a little bit.
I'm a cigar man.
All right.
I didn't even.
Eric's, you showed up late.
Oh, we're starting again?
Yep, we're
All right,
right
let's
back
start
on.
the show again. Here we go, folks. Starting up the show
Eric's,
again.
we had a good cigar and a good pairing. Now you're going to have to watch it, not live anymore, but I thought I'd come back on and at least acknowledge
Yeah.
the fact that you busted your hump to try to get to see the show, but
Yeah.
this is the end.
Working hard, man. He's working
Hey,
some long
And
days.
it gives me more opportunity to clink the glass and say goodnight
Yes.
to Eric.
Yep.
And
Yeah, this is to Eric's.
Oh, that was horrible.
enjoy smoking salads.
Smoking
Yeah.
salads.
That's right.
Enjoy the
Smoking
cigar,
salads.
Eric. Damn it.
I'm not
Just
normal.
got here.
Yeah,
Damn work.
I didn't. What was he on YouTube?
Dave just told me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.